brain. Word jagged shotgun through my brain. No shelter, no bomb, no soft refrain. All he said was he to survive. Rust in his voice, burning his stare. Steel in his spine, nothing to spare. A shadow of war, etched in his glare. All he said was he to survive. No! Lungs full of smoke, dreams turn to ash. Hands carved to stone, gripping the past. The wind in his chest, a storm so vast. All he said was he to survive. Rust in his voice, burning his stare. Steel in his spine, nothing to spare. A shadow of war, etched in his glare. All he said was he to survive. Boy, yeah. Boy, yeah. Survive. All he said. All he said. Fingers traced maps on broken skin. Every scar screamed battles within. A story untold, where to begin. All he said was he to survive. Rust in his voice, burning his stare. Steel in his spine, nothing to spare. Rust in his spine, burning his spare. Shadow of war, less than his square. All he said was he to survive. Survive. Father's way. He said the clock don't stop, but it don't run straight. Every tick a punch, every tackle weight. No time for dreamers, no room for soft hands. Build my cage from the rubble of his plans. All he said was he'd survive. Every word a nail to drive. No lessons, just a loaded stare. I breathe his dust, but he's not there.
footprints, scars in the ground. His voice was thunder that never made a sound. He left me the echoes, he left me the fight, a storm to wrestle in the dead of night. All he said was he'd survive, every word a nail to drive. No lessons, just a loaded stare. I breathe his dust, but he's not there.
My father said, dust on his hands, silence in his throat. Words were knives, but he barely spoke. Eyes like winter steel, no light inside. All he ever said was he'd survive. Survive the burn, survive the cold, survive the young when the world's too old. He left me nothing but his stubborn spine. All my father said was to survive. Shadows in the hall, they crept like sin. He wore his anger like a second skin. The clock would scream, but he stayed stone. Every lesson carved into his bones. Survive the burn, survive the cold, survive the young when the world's too old. He left me nothing but this stubborn spine. All my father said was to survive. No lullabies, no soft regret. Only ghosts where love should have slept. I wear his silence like a tattered coat. Survival's all he ever wrote. Survive the burn, survive the cold, survive the young when the world's too old. He left me nothing but this stubborn spine. All my father said was to survive. All my father said. He spit his words like gravel in the wind. Told me nothing lasts, not even the skin. Said the sun don't care if you're warm or cold. Just burn through the day till you're bitter and old. All my father said was he'd just survive. No time for dreams, no plans to contrive. He wore his scars like a second face, running from shadows in a ghost embrace. A fistful of dirt was his only reply. When I asked him why the rivers run dry, his hands were maps of wars he won, but his voice was hollow like a shotless gun. All my father said was he'd to survive. No room for love in a hollowed hive. He built his truth with bricks of pain, sheltered his heart in the pouring rain. He spoke in thunder, but left in a sigh. The clouds of his youth hanging low in the sky. A ghost in the marrow, a storm in his head. Living was dying, but dying was dread. All my father said was he to survive. To the past where the living can thrive. He left me a silence that roars like a flame, burning my footsteps as I walk the same.